Have you ever wanted to study abroad but didn't have enough money? You might want to try signing up for Erasmus Plus, an EU-wide country that allows students from all of these countries, yeah? There's a lot of countries involved in the program to explore the beauty of Europe. I got in 6 months ago and therefore was able for 2 weeks explore Mainz, Germany. And today I'm going to tell you 5 things this experience brought me. So let's dive in. By the way, if you want to see how I signed up for this program, go to the comment section and comment the pen emoji. I'll make a separate video about that. Number one, I finally started using German. Guys, I love German. Uh, it's one of those languages that, okay, I know three languages, and in my life I have learned only three languages, and that's Czech, English, and German. But out of these three languages, I just love German. It's foreign enough that it doesn't remind me Czech, but it's also so different from English, and my favorite country literally speaks this language, and so I am very motivated to learn it. And as I said earlier, I just love it. It's my favorite language. But the problem is that it's actually kind of hard to learn because for me, while learning English, the easiest thing how to learn it was to watch videos in English. Now I only watch YouTube in English because it's just so much fun and so many talented creators create in this global language. But the problem with German is that it's not a global language. Yeah, obviously. And so there's much fewer content online that I can watch. So this option isn't really working for me because also the algorithm isn't really used to me watching German things because I don't know any German channels that I would like. But that might be okay because I go to Austria like at least twice a year. So still get the opportunity to speak the language. Well, yeah, but not really. Because when I'm in Austria, I only use German to order stuff, to use it at the cash desk or when I'm, just trying to buy something, but I'm there with my family. So again, I speak my mother tongue, Czech, and I don't really have more difficult conversations in this language. And so the only option for me is to speak with a native speaker that we luckily have at school. And so I actually have the opportunity and I use it every week, and it has improved my language abilities so much, and I'm so grateful for it. But none of these options compare to actually being in the German speaking environment and using it daily. And at first, it was so hard. Like, it was super hard. I could not understand a single word. And look, my German is not that bad. I actually can't speak about like basic topics, but um, the area that I went to had completely different accent from the one I'm used to. And so, in the first days, I could not understand a single word spoken in their German, which was super annoying. I actually got so mad because I have spent so many years learning this freaking language and now I can't understand a single word. Like, what the heck? But over time, in a few days, I started to acclimatize a bit. And when I was leaving, I actually could have a simple conversation with a person living in Mainz. It was not something huge. I still could not understand it all, but I could see that it would be only matter of time for me to adapt to their dialect. Number two, now I know that actually I can look after myself. Before going to Germany, when I was signing up for Erasmus, I actually was not thinking about it. It hit me literally the night before when I was packing. I was like, heck, I have never been abroad without anyone I know. Never in my life. How am I gonna make it? how am I gonna look after myself? Like, I was actually panicking when I was falling asleep. I could not. Not because I was excited or because I was scared. Yeah, it was actually because I was scared. I was so scared that I wouldn't be able to handle stuff on my own. But actually, now I know that I can. I have managed to cook, I have managed to go grocery shopping, I have managed to make friends, and also just overall survive in a new environment. And this whole experience, in a nutshell, just made me realize that I am capable of traveling alone, that I am capable of handling basic, mundane things alone, and that I can look after myself. Number three, as I said earlier, I made some new amazing friends. This is one of the things that I was hoping for and that actually came true, and that make me feel so grateful for the opportunity to actually get into the Erasmus program, because I would have never, ever in my life met these kind and thoughtful and amazing people that I have met in Mainz. Like, I will be forever grateful for getting to know these people because they were totally freaking amazing and they literally changed me forever for the best. And yeah, I can't state how grateful I am for getting to meet them, truly. And this is actually the fourth thing that Erasmus brought me, and is that it changed me forever, I believe. And if I were to state one single thing, it would have been that it made me kinder. Like, I thought that I was a kind person. I was always trying to be a kind person in my life, but only in Germany I have realized how I was used to judging people. Like, I in my life I was pushing away so kind and nice and awesome human beings just because they weren't fitting the standards the society was building for a perfect person. And I don't know why I don't even fit those standards. How did I get so involved in pushing people to fit these standards? But I don't get it, but I did. And only in Germany I have realized that. And I have realized that there is so many gorgeous, amazing people in my day to day life that I have not noticed or I have not even been able to get to know just because I was judging them before I got to meet them for real. Just this overall trip made me really realize that everyone is not the same. And as I said earlier, most people don't even fit the standards society is pushing. And like, so many of us are bragging about how tight those standards are and how bad they are. But we have to remember that if we want to change these standards, we must first change ourselves. And that's the fifth thing that actually Erasmus brought me, and it's that it changed my day to day life. And if I say that it changed my life, I mean that I actually adopted new habits into my life. For example, the Deutsche Ultraluft. It's just, I don't know if that's like German wide thing, but at least in Mainz, people were literally obsessed in opening windows. You know, every time we would walk into a room and they would be like, "Oh my god, this air doesn't smell right. We gotta open the window." And they were doing this constantly. In the school, they even had these little papers on their doors that were guiding you how often and for how long you should open the window. It actually blew my mind. And at first, I was kind of angry because I was always cold because it was winter. But after a week, I really got used to it. And I started really enjoying just having always the fresh air. And so now, when I'm at home, I always open the window. Like, I have had the window open for the whole day today. I just had to close it right now because I'm recording. Also, I have been trying to practice the Ruhetag, which is like Sunday, and you're supposed to do nothing. And I know it's not just only German thing, but for me, at least with the people I have met, it's a really serious thing in Germany. And I actually find it so great because I believe that we all need this one day in the week when you can just relax, just do whatever we want. And I know it's all not always achievable. I'm literally recording it at 6 p.m. on Sunday when I should be resting, but instead I'm just recording and I'm going to be editing this for another hour. But at least I tried to make today a bit lighter and less exhausting. So I would say that those changes were really small, but incredibly enhancing. But now, I want to hear your opinion. Have you been to Erasmus? Do you have any experience with a different program? I want to hear your thoughts. Go to the comment section and type them there. Also, as I said in the beginning, if you want a guide on how to sign up for Erasmus, comment the pen emoji and I'll make another video about this topic. And one more thing, if you like this video, go watch the one that's floating somewhere around my head because there's a big chance that you might also be a fan of that one. Really, I bet you'll find it amazing.